Hello everybody and welcome back to the Crow's Nest, and this is Non-League to Legend, where we are trying to take the lowest rated club in England in Bradford Park Avenue, all the way from the bottom of the English leagues to the top, and hopefully win the Champions League in the process. Today we have what is probably the most important match of our season coming up. We have Spennymoor and then we have Farsley as well. So two very, very important matches coming up today. And I can show you why. I might as well show you why. So if I go into competitions and I go down to the bottom of the panorama now, we have a look here, and we are again out of relegation zone, thankfully. But today, playing Spennymoor and beating them would take us above them on points and away from the relegation zone. Guiseley have, unfortunately for them, but fortunately for us, sank down below a point of us. And Spennymoor are equal on points still, but that goal difference is really hitting us hard. So, today, obviously, we've got Spennymoor coming up in Farsley, but what have we done in between the last episode? Well, essentially, we played one match, and we played against Alfreton, and we won 1-0. I told you this was another important match last episode, and it certainly was a match that we won as well. So, thankfully, we are doing very well in the last few games, beating Telford and Alfreton. So hopefully today, a bit more of that fortune arises. So anyway, I will show you the tactic we'll be playing with the squad, and then I will get straight into the first game. So it's a largely unchanged squad from the team we fielded in the last game against Telford. We're playing the direct counter-attacking formation with Motley Henry and Doherty on the wings, Guilfoyle up front, Isaac Marriott, and Elliot Goldfoot makes his return from his suspension. Nicky Clee, they're the midfield three. Then we got Matty Downing, Mark Ross, Aaron Cunningham, and Jordan Windass on the defence, with Joe Anion in goals. So that is how we're lining up for today's matches. So I will see you in the first match against Spennymoor. So guys, we're on to match day, and let's take a look at, before we get into the games, let's take a look at our rivals' games that they've got coming up and who they're playing today, and hopefully we can see them go down, hopefully Guiseley. Hopefully that is. Now Spennymoor had a game midweek, and I do believe they lost it, as they're still on the same amount of points. I believe they lost it by 1 goal looking at that. So hopefully, let's have a look at that and just make sure I'm right there. Yes, so we played Chorley and we lost 1-0. Lucky them. Lucky me even. Sorry. And yeah, let's see who Guiseley have got coming up today. Because that's the important one. Because if we lose, we still want to be ahead. That's the main thing. So Guiseley have got Hereford, who are 13th in the league. And that's a bit iffy for me. Because Hereford are a bit of an up and down team in this league, from what I've seen this season. So let's actually take a look at Hereford and what they've been doing. Like, yeah, look here, this isn't a good run. This is a very bad run. 1 draw and is that 5 losses in the last 6 games. So that's not a very good run, is it? It's a very topsy-turvy season. A very good start, but yeah. So hopefully Guiseley will lose this one, but I won't be crossing my fingers. What I'm counting on is us to win this game. So let's get straight into the match. So here's how the teams line up. We'll do the pre-match ritual of looking for ex-Bradford City players. Just taking a quick glance, I don't actually see anyone that used to be a Bradford City player on here. No, we're actually clear of ex-Bradford City players today, which is new. We haven't gone an episode without finding one. We still might not, because we've got another game coming up against Farsley after this. Anyway, I want you to pick up where you left off last time. That's what we're going to say to them. And right, let's get underway. So the first highlight is actually going to go to us. We're playing in our red and black today. I nearly got confused then. I thought we would be playing in our white and green and orange. Anyway, it's still a Motley Henry on the ball. He's running down the wing with it. He's passing it back to Windass now. Windass is playing it back to Aaron Cunningham, who's going to look inside field to Mark Ross, who's found Nicky Clee in the midfield now. And it's Matty Downing playing it up. He's found Brad Doherty on the wing. Brad Doherty needs to get a crossing, and he does. It's Guilfoyle with the header, but the header goes largely over, I'd say. It wasn't a very close shot, that. So Eve, their keeper, clears it, and it's gone to Ramshaw. Done on the ball now to Ramshaw. Ramshaw looking for Jessup but couldn't find him, and now it's Clee on the ball. Nicky Clee to Brad Doherty, who finds Matty Downing. And it's gone looking over the top for Guilfoyle, but I do think he was offside there. Now it's Anderson for them. McLean on the ball. McLean playing it forward to Jessup, again intercepted by Cunningham, but not perfectly this time. And spending. Oh! I thought they'd just gone in front then. He scuffed his shot, which is very lucky for us. Now let's have a look at what guys are doing. I think they're drawing 0-0, but I'm not sure. Anyway, it's Matty Downing on the ball. It's Isaac Marriott to Elliot Goldthorpe, who shoots from range. What a goal that is! Seriously, what a goal! Dipping and curling. That is a absolutely sublime shot. Let's see this again from behind the goal. So Matty Downing puts the throw in, and it goes back to him straight from the throw. And Isaac Marriott squares it across to Elliot Goldthorpe, who curls it massively and dips it into the top corner of the goal. Jordan Windass clears it upfield, but it's only found their keeper Eve. And now Eve's got a lot to do. He's got to find one of his own men, and he's belted it forward, but only found Aaron Cunningham of our team. But it's gone back to Anderson as his header was poor, and now Ramshaw finds Mulhern, and he shoots it over, fortunately for us. Now Spennymoor are completely outnumbering us on shots, 11-3 to our 4-1. Now that is very bad. They're beating us by 4 times our shots. It's ridiculous, that. 3 times, sorry. Anyway, I'm going to tell them I'm happy with their performance so far, because I am. We've played very well to keep the lead. We are playing a counter-attack, so can't expect us to have all the shots. I am going to make a substitution, and the only change I'm going to make, it's a bit risky because I only have one, oh no, I have 2. Oh, now that changes my plan, actually. I was going to bring on Luke Rawson for Rob Guilfoyle, but I'm actually going to bring on Akil Francis, just because I'd rather have a backup winger that can play anywhere on the wing. So Akil Francis will come on for Rob Guilfoyle. So the first highlight of the second half does go their way, and Ramshaw gets a header in from the corner, but it goes far wide, and we're not worrying about that at all. And they get another highlight now, and it's I missed the names there. I was looking for who was crossing that in, but I missed it completely. Anyway, it's Kennedy on the ball to Moke. Moke is playing it to Tate up front, and now it's gone to Dunn. Tate's trying to run it out the wing, but he couldn't, so he finds Dunn instead. Now it's Moke in the middle of the field, and Ramshaw has a shot. Surely he's offside there. Yeah, he is. We'll look over at the linesman there, he was raising his flag. And we are actually 18th in the table, which means Alfreton are losing. Oh, that is a very good thing for us. Very good. Anyway, we're going to take Motley Henry off. Hall puts crossings for them, and then it's Kennedy to shoot. And luckily it goes over. Now, we haven't played very well this game, but we are looking like we're going to get the win here. Time is ticking away, and we have done it. We have climbed away from the relegation zone. That is very, very lucky and good. Elliot Goldthorpe with the decider there. So I'm going to say that was really special, lads. Nobody gave us a chance, but you played magnificently. Congratulations. Right, so guys, I've come back very early, actually, because we have had an offer, and an offer I am going to refuse. Dylan Motley Henry, we've had an offer for him for £25. Now, absolutely no interest in joining Dylan Motley Henry as. He's from Kings Lynn, and I am so glad he has no interest in joining, because he's not going, especially not for £25. That's insulting. A player of Dylan Motley Henry's status should not be offered £25 in exchange for a move. That is absolutely ridiculous. Well guys, there's going to be 2 changes to today's squad, and one of them is because of a forced change, which will be Gwenluca Havern, and we're going to be taking off Mark Ross in his place, because Havern is looking for some game time. I promised him it because I cannot let him go out on a free, so I really need him to be happy. So we're going to give him game time. And the other one is Lucas Dunston's making his way back into the squad for Jordan Windass. That's not much of a surprise, as he is pretty much a like a main starter at Dunston. I would highly say that. Anyway, I will see you when we kick off. Well guys, it's coming to kick off, and we can't go an episode without finding an ex-Bradford City player in the other team's roster, as we're coming up against James Hansen, who you may remember from the last time we played Farsley Celtic, is one of the icons of Bradford City, an absolute legend. Anyway, it's Elliot Goldthorpe on the ball to Isaac Marriott. Isaac Marriott to Nicky Clears. Found Rob Guilfoyle. Now it's still a Motley Henry who shoots from range, and Pearson does well to get a hand to it because that was going into the middle of the net. And it's a corner for us now, and Nicky Clears going to take. I'm surprised Dylan Motley Henry isn't, but it's gathered by Pearson. That was a very strange opening. Richards for them now in their electric blue kit, as I'm going to call it, as that's what Bradford City call their away kit, which is electric blue. Spencer to look for the header, but it's cleared by Cunningham, and now it's Elliot Goldthorpe running forward. He's got no support, so he's going to have to pull it back and play it to Motley Henry on the wing. Motley Henry running wide now. He's going to get a ball into the box, I hope. Yes, he does, and Doherty gets there with his head, and that would have been some nice goal, because it was a massively high whipped cross, and to be honest, it was a good cross, but I wouldn't have been complaining if that didn't go in, and I'm not, so yeah. So, lucky for us, Spennymoor have gone 2 down, so they're back into the relegation zone. Guiseley are getting a point, I believe, yeah, against Blythe, so they're 3 points behind us at this stage, so a win for them would take them 1 point behind us, I believe. Byram now to take the free kick, and oh my god, Farsley Celtic have just scored. Well, that's not looking good for us. So it looks like we're going to be making another forced defensive change. Matty Downing's going to have to come off for Jordan Windass, as he's getting injured himself now, so we need to be careful with these defenders. So unfortunately, Guiseley seem to have taken the lead in their match, so we need to be careful against what they're going to do, because now we're equal on points, so I'm a bit worried about this. We need to get a goal back, and fast, so I'm going to quickly change up to a positive counter-attack, and hope that that will be enough. It's not going to be enough. 85 minutes gone, and it's not going to be enough. Let's switch to our... Is that our Gegenpress or our Tiki-Taka? Let's switch to our Gegenpress. And hopefully, the last 5 minutes will go our way. No, they're not going our way. Yeah, well, that's a bit of a poor ending to what was otherwise a good episode. I'm not happy with your performance out there. Yeah, that's a bit of a poor ending to what otherwise was a good episode. Let's see where we lie in the table after that. We lie 19th, equal on points with Guiseley, but 2 goals ahead of them. Alfreton got their win, so unfortunately for us, that means they overtook us in the table and got their 18th spot back. But we are still 2 points ahead of Spennymoor, who look like they drew their game. So as long as we stay ahead of Spennymoor, I think we'll be fine. So yeah guys, if you have enjoyed this episode, I would highly encourage you to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe thanks to that badly chroma keyed subscribe graphic. And if you want to know when we'll be coming back for the next episode, I don't know. Because I want to play a few more games in advance, because I want to advance this season on quite a bit. I want to finish it hopefully next week, at the start of next week. Well, it'll be the end of next week, but yeah, so I've got this many games left. I think it's about 12 games or whatever. And I'll probably come back somewhere around Kidderminster, maybe somewhere around there. Anyway guys, if you have enjoyed this episode, like I said, leave a like and a comment and a subscribe, and until next time, I will see you around.